Happy Passover to everyone celebrating today. And we're going to show you a beautifully set dining room table for Passover that the owners have set for this evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone.
And speak about a grand foyer in a house. So let's start from the entranceway.
Yes, welcome. We're at 49 Arnold in Thornhill. We are only a block in from Yonge Street. So all of the shops and services are available along Yonge. Our clients went out for lunch at Aroma. We're very, very close to every amenity, and we are on a huge lot here. It's 100 by 180 is the dimensions of the lot.
20-foot ceiling foyer with oversized classic creme marfil tiling. That shows you when you choose not sort of trend, but you choose classic, even 27 years later, it still looks good.
I like how you said that. This is the epitome of timeless modern architecture. And when you spend the money up front on the fit and finish and architecture and design, and we're going to show you some super cool elements in a moment, it does not feel 27 years old. It feels as current today as it did when they built it.
Oh, look at the beautiful skylight. Lots of wall space for art, which was the essence of the design from these owners to their architect, and it flows beautifully. You have this foyer with this art setup, art installation.
It's an installation.
Yes, which then has the black granite flowing to accentuate it. So you can choose to do whatever you have in your collection to show off.
And if you note the shape of the entry door, you're going to see these rigid lines. You're going to see diamond shapes, and we're going to talk to you about the pyramid shapes when we go into different spaces. This is perfect for weddings, bar mitzvahs, parties. The owners here do a lot, or have done over the years, a lot of entertaining for charitable events. Let's come into where the musician would play. The lot here is very park-like. So it was all planned, the vegetation, landscaping. As Christian pointed out, the blossoms in the apple tree. So throughout the property, you'll note it's very low maintenance. It's ideal for someone with a cottage. There is no pool here by choice. The owners have a cottage. This room is the formal living room. And one thing you're going to notice right away is one room leads to another, but there's a surprise. Did you notice when Christian and I were at the art installation, you couldn't see the dining room? But now we're in the living room, you can see the dining room.
This living room is quite spacious. Number one, the customized sofas are very large. We have a proper grand piano. We have a demi-lune gas fireplace.
Now this stainless steel facing on the fireplace that Christian mentioned, it starts from outside. There are 2 cubes of stainless steel. So you're going to see this repeated throughout the house. So I want to point out a couple things in this room, and we'll meet Christian in the dining room at the beautifully set table. You won't be able to see this, but I'm looking out this window. I'm looking outside, looking inside to the dining room, looking outside to the back garden. It'll be very difficult for the camera to catch that. The design here was, again, we mentioned a series of surprises in terms of vistas. I mean, who would expect to look outside, inside, outside? It's really quite impressive. Now, Wissam, if we can get this is the pyramid shape skylight. And there are a couple of them in the home. And the difference between perhaps what we might call a triangle and a pyramid is the dimensionality of the pyramid. So these are light shafts. This is in the living room. And then we're going to meet Christian in the formal dining room.
So look at this beautiful, elegant, yet casual dining space. Obviously you can see how many dining chairs we have right now, 12. So this is set up for tonight's Passover dinner. So the dining room is strategically located between the living room, the little family room, and the kitchen slightly off to the side. Again, you won't see directly what the person in the kitchen is doing. The dishes are tucked away, but you're in the center. The soul of the house is right here.
And this is nice. You can see physical distancing where the owners are having their children over, must be 12 feet apart. The formal dining room also has one of the light shafts above, the pyramid shaped light shafts above. So this surprise light on the art, these beautiful angular shapes, they designed this triangular shape, very gentle, in a black granite. Is designed for parties to place wine, and it becomes an open bar area. Now, did you notice from the foyer, you couldn't see the dining room. From the dining room, you can't see the kitchen that Christian had mentioned. Let's go into the kitchen now.
So I just want to point something out, Paul. So the triangular also is emulated outside. It continues as an overhang over the outdoor patio, which is the balcony of the second floor. I think it's one of the guest bedrooms.
It cantilevers out.
It cantilevers out, so this triangle continues straight out.
So that is a beautiful, I love cantilevered elements. So that is a architectural feat, cantilevering out from the home.
So very much a mid-century modern take. Okay, here we are in a fantastic chef's kitchen. Look at all that counter space for baking, for serving, writing out menus.
So we have a couple of areas here that are neat. First of all, we have separate sub-zero fridge and freezer. We have a desk area. This is so cool. The owner designed this they call this a chef's seat. So there's a little stool area here. You can say hello to everyone and chop your vegetables and get things ready. Have a cooking show. We've got sinks here, a small sink here, sinks there with water filtration system.
I feel I should be calling you Martha from now on.
So all of the cabinetry is maple, and look at this clever black trim here that picks up on the black narrow granite countertops. This is clever. 6-burner stove, 2 of them are electric, 4 gas. We don't have many, very few, thankfully, hydro outages in our city, but in the event that it happened, you could still cook. So you're cooking with gas. We're going to go around the corner and join Christian in the family room. Here you have a breakfast bar area here, and then the breakfast room, and 2 walkouts to the beautiful, beautiful stone patio. They've held weddings here, and one very recently. Just the photos were spectacular. So now we are in the family room.
And yet again, I'm comfortably seated. And it's actually one of those things that I always suggest when I tour buyers through a house. Sit down in a few areas because you need to relax and get the feeling for a house.
Here is the repetition of the stainless steel element that we talked about. And again, the surprise, no one saw the family room from the kitchen, but you can see it from the breakfast room. And then again here, we have the peaked windows, this planter box, and a second staircase, and this is 2 stories of glass into the lower level. Now the house is so large, it's about 6,700 square feet above grade. We won't have time today to show you the lower level, but we're going to continue and we'll show you the beautiful office.
And the office has sort of a nose shaped outward, beautiful windows that adorn the built-in desk that overlook the garden. But this office has its own, let's call it a walk-in closet or filing closet. It has its own powder room, but it's also directly accessible from the side entrance and from the garage. So if you work from home and you have clients visiting you, they don't have to go through your front foyer. They can actually come through the side door and they will never have to see your private quarters.
The other benefit of this was when they originally designed it, it was designed for aging in place. The home office could convert into a main floor bedroom, and this is the reason they put a full bathroom. We normally would see a powder room. There is a powder room for guests at the front, but there's a full bathroom here as well. Terrific for sports-minded kids that before they come into the house with their mess, they can go in there and shower. Again, the repetition of the style of the door that we saw, the double entry doors, This is the side door, ladies and gentlemen. This is as beautiful as people's front doors. There is a fixed pane transom side window here. This leads to the driveway. Now look at how clever this is. So the owner designed this. There are fixed pane glass into the, can I pull this up? Into the garage. It's fire rated glass, as you see with the wires. You may not see that in. But you look through and we have glass garage doors, which was lovely to see, is that the homeowners could see when their kids were coming home from school and up the driveway. I suspect also if they were being dropped off after a date that the parents wanted to watch what was going on. We're now heading towards the main floor laundry room, and then I want to show you this super cool two things. One is they have a laundry chute here. Number two is, I'd never seen this before, the owners designed this. Sorry, as I move that bin. This is clever. This is just for convenience. They used what would be plastic racks that are used for commercial and office buildings for lighting. They use them as drying racks. So you can put your sweaters here or fine lingerie or whatnot. There are 4 of these. Isn't that brilliant? What a great idea. So let's go and meet Christian in the front foyer, and we're going to head up to the artist studio next.
So on a semi-level, over the garage is what's now used as the lady of the house's artist studio, but as we said at the beginning, very versatile space. Teenager hangout, ping pong could be played here, billiard room, gym, probably a gym. A young family will probably use this as a gym.
The neat thing about this is because she does sculpture, this has a completely independent heating cooling system. So the ventilation won't get shared if you're using paint or if anything like that.
Look at all these, Julia, balconies around. So in the spring you can have all the doors open. Very creative space. And it's like time stands still in here.
This is an incredible space as an artist, and what I know is because my mother is an artist, is that these large panes of glass are north facing. So the perfect light for an artist, because it is not direct harsh light, is north facing, and these open up for ventilation. In the ceiling vaults here, we have 2 skylights. It's roughed in for a full bathroom if you wanted to make this an independent apartment for your university age kid, or if you have a parent who's living, you want them in the house but they want their own private space. This is huge, this space. It's the size of most Toronto condominiums. So let's go outside of the artist studio and join us upstairs into the bedroom area. And you'll see here that the bedrooms are about equal size in terms of the 3 and then the master suite.
Let's come and meet Rudy first, the never leaving house guest. Well, I was going to sit next to him, but I think this is an art installation, so I didn't want to tamper with it. It's an art installation, So you see the size of this. Like if little kids, they would play here, they would run around here, play Lego on the carpet. So we connected to downstairs, but yet again, you can't see us from downstairs.
What I love about this too is if you shut all the doors and you're having a party, and this is the size of a room, people can be up here. If you're an artist and you're having an exhibition, you can open the art studio. Let's go into which was a guest room.
Well, it still is a guest room.
It's still a guest room.
It's still a guest room, but they designed this for their elderly mom who lived with them at some point. And she wanted to be part of the house, but yet have privacy. So they installed this window where she could look and see what was going on downstairs, who was coming and going from the comfort of her chair, I guess.
So these rooms are wonderful. They're designed with desk areas. This one has a walk-in closet, and this has a Jack and Jill, which is referred to Jack and Jill, this is the term, a shared bathroom between the two. In fact, I had asked the mother how the daughters got on. They said it was really good, them getting ready in the morning together. Separate shower. In fact, there's a shower and there's a shower head in the tub, so if we need children to get ready faster. And then coming through into the other bedroom, which is about the same size.
But also the fully south-facing garden, obviously pool size if you ever desire to have a pool.
Look at that tree. It's
spectacular. It's
a piece of art, the tree itself. The grounds are very private, cedar, wraparound, and pines at the back. So you have this park-like setting, the dining terrace, and they had, I think, the wedding where they had about 50 people here, extremely comfortably.
So again, we have the triangular nose at the front of the master, with a little seating area, again with a gas fireplace. Walk out to that same patio we just experienced.
There's a tranquility to this house. So you notice the main floor was completely open concept, and you went from room to room with view to view. Yet this floor, each space is private, very calm. I think the loudest noise was the birds when we opened the door from one of the daughter's bedrooms. And this master bedroom is a nice proportion. They have a king-size bed, a sitting area where they relax in the evening with a gas fireplace on, and you have this beautiful light that goes from morning sunlight to evening sunlight. And then let's go into the master ensuite bathroom area,
where we walk into the spa-like bathroom. A word that in real estate is overused, but this is the true spa-like bathroom. Lots of windows, planting system, fully tiled, fully irrigated, large glass shower, creme marfil, so classic again. It's actually a bathroom that you would put into a place today.
It's timeless. Now, we want to point out a couple things. No one has their nose on behind the camera. When we generally see plants, there's generally an odor of water and
humidity.
Whatnot. There's no humidity here. They designed the planter area with complete drainage. So there'll be no water accumulation here.
Little kids would love to fill this with water and swim in this.
Well, it would be a pool.
It's massive.
We could call it, why are we not promoting this as an indoor pool?
Like a Roman tub.
And this is a Roman tub. The other thing that they have is the greenhouse style window. So the greenhouse style window has two operable skylights. So you can have fresh air that flows through. And there's a third large skylight in the center of this room.
A big shower with two shower heads. So obviously designed for two people showering together. Starting their off together, share ideas on what the day is going to bring for them.
Let's step into the ladies' makeup area. Beautiful cabinetry. In the home office, you saw the beautiful custom-built cabinetry. It's amplified here. I will not open any of the drawers. A lovely makeup area with the creme marfil tied in, and then the walk-in closet with another skylight. So the natural sunlight comes into the makeup area, and a beautiful walk-in closet with custom organizers. So before we end off today's live stream open house, we're going to meet you back in the front foyer. We'll take you down. But this home is a pleasure because of all the different elements that every millimeter has been thought about in the design. And you can add your own personal touches over time. It's an incredible property. Again, this house showcases fine art, modern contemporary living, clean lines, incredible sunlight, and today is a very gray overcast day. It's an absolute pleasure to showcase this home, and to all of our viewers who are celebrating Passover.
You usually use your hands more.
Oh,
this
yes.
is one of these foyers where I feel you should be more.
I thought the house will speak.
It calmed
for
you right
itself.
down, this house.
It is calm.
Yeah, it's very
lovely.
calm. It's very zen.
So everyone, enjoy your dinner this evening and happy Passover. Thank you for joining us this afternoon at 49 Arnold. Bye-bye.